What's up, everybody? Welcome to my next episode of my rock review. Um, the album I'm about to review today is Jimi Hendrix Experience second album, Access Bold as Love, released in 1967 on Track Records. Um, I just reviewed Are You Experienced, so you guys should have an idea what you guys should know who the Hendrix Experience are. So right after Are You Experienced, they were on tour and they were still recording. They just did a follow up LP, and so they were trying to like do more of like an experimental rock album, like more experimental than Are You Experienced. And they were using these complex recording techniques like that. Most of these songs have never been performed live on this album. That's how crazy they did. They recorded it, and so right around this time, like this album was very. This album has been compared to a lot by the Beatles' later work, like Sgt. Pepper, Revolver, like the second half of um their career. Singles albums known for are Up from the Sky and One Rainy Wish. The cover right here, pretty amazing cover. I mean, it kind of reminds me of this old like Egyptian artwork. Kind of reminds me of these old Egyptian artwork I would see like you would see in pyramids, things of that nature. Like very dope. Like if you guys have seen like know what I'm talking about, you guys should know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this artwork. So I'm gonna open the booklet. Right here you have all the songs and the lyrics right there. I love albums like that. How it just have the lyrics. That shows you how an artist appreciate their work. They want you to really check the lyrics out. That shows you the appreciation of an artist. Okay, 13 songs. Let's get this. Track number one, EXP. That's like the intro of the song. Um, Nothing really to it. Track number two, Up from the Skies. I loved Hendrix's vocals on this track. Uh, kind of like it talks about the experience of an alien returning to Earth and looking at like the destruction of the world itself. Very dope song right there. Very good song. Track number three, Spanish cat, Spanish Castle Magic. Um, that song is like a more of a hard rock, and it talks about his high school years. And around that time, he would visit this roadhouse called a Spanish Castle, and it was just him like enjoying his years mostly in that nightclub and stuff. The the bass is done by Noel, of course, and he was doing a lot of effects with his Hackstrom bass and stuff. But then Hendrix overdubbed this using the same bass. And also a year after this album was released, the Spanish Castle it tore down and stuff, so kind of gives you like an eerie feeling. Track number three, four, Wait Until Tomorrow. Um, I didn't mention this in the beginning, but Jimi Hendrix was getting really good with his songwriting around this time, like writing stories. And his songwriting really displays here, which I'm gonna get into after I record this vid. I mean, after I've done do the review. This shows like a more soulful side of Hendrix, and it talks about how he's like wanting this female to love him, and he plans to leave home. I mean, wait, I fucked up. It's about this. Yeah, he's going to see his female, but then while he's going to, he is shot dead by her father and stuff like that. And the verse three is like, "Oh Dolly Mae, girl, you must be insane. So unsure of yourself, leaning from your unsure window pane. Do I see a silhouette of somebody pointing something from a tree? Click, bang. Oh, what a hang. Your daddy just shot for me, as I hear you say as I fade away. That's a very tough verse right there. Very dark. Like that's had to be like one of my favorite verses from Hendrix and stuff. And this song has like a more soulful sound to it. Very good. Track number 5, Ain't No Telling. That's a very interesting song right there. It's talking about how can't stand being away from this girl. I kind of feel like that song should have been before Wait Until Tomorrow. Because it would kind of be like how he can't stand being away from this girl. And so he goes to try to see her, and the father just kills him. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. Um, Little Wing is the next song. Very melodic. That's like one of their famous songs of all time. It's talking about the song basically talks about, well, it was actually traced after this 1960 recording of this another Curtis Mayfield influenced track, and he developed a song with Chaz Chandler. Very dope song right here. A lot of people refer to this as one of their best songs. Next track is Six Was Nine. Classic song. That's like my favorite song off this album. It's talking about the counterculture of the 60s, how the hippies were on the rise. And he's talking about how conservatives, like, well, listen to this lyric. White collar conservatives flashing down the street, pointing their plastic finger at me. The hope is soon my kind will drop and die. But I'm going to wave a freak flag high, high. Wave on the way he dressed. That's he's talking about how um it's talking about how the conservative will criticize the hippies' way of dressing out, and it just it's like a very popular theme of the '60s. Like the '60s will begin to like express themselves more. They'll begin to express themselves more and stuff. So next next song is "You Got Me Floating." A very fun song right there. I love the instrumentation. It's like a dope instrumentation. Everyone was on their point with that song. Castles Made of Sand. That's like my second favorite song, and this song basically explains more, involves Hendrix's storytelling more. And the first one, it's like a bio of his parents fighting. Second verse talks about his Indian background while growing up to have a famous dream. Third verse is about his mother. And the reason, excuse me, the reason why it's called Castles Made of Sand is because the dream that one holds for themselves of getting out of their particular environment. Next song is She's So Fine. That's a Noel written piece. And Mitch is, and he's still on singing the vocals. Pretty okay song right there. Excuse me. It's not all the time you hear them take lead vocals like that. Then we have One Rainy Wish. Very dope song. That's another one of Hendrix's songs that's inspired by a dream. And it's talking about how he meets this girl love at first sight, but it was revealed that it was a dream and stuff. Then we have Little, Little Miss Lover. Very funky song, and no Redding's bass is like this. He steals the show with his bass right there. Very dope song. And it was actually one of the first songs that actually had a wah wah effect, which many guitarists would really use in the future. Next song is Bold as Love because it's talking about the metaphor. I mean, the song is basically metaphorical about comparing colors and stuff like that. That's all. That's every song on this album. My personal experience is like this, no pun intended. Very, very, very amazing album. I think this is probably my favorite album from Jimi Hendrix. Wait, scratch that. Electric Ladyland is actually my favorite album. This or Are You Experience has got to be a tie between the second. I don't know. It depends on the day. but any Hendrix album could like be a favorite of mine. And so while our experience focused more on Hendrix guitar work and Axis Boulder's Love was just the album where it progressed to songwriting. Very amazing album, classic album. That's all the time. Stay tuned for more stuff. Peace.